This is the follow-up to the super popular RMX 2.0. This one is the RMX 2.5 ready-to-run drift car. We've waited many months for this to show up. It is the brushless version, but we had to pre-order this months ago in order for it to come in. Let me show you. So here's the 2.5, and they're basically all on pre-order or back order. If you want one of these cars, you've got to place that pre-order or back order for it. The problem is we just aren't getting enough for everyone, and so the ones we do get are going straight to the people who placed a pre-order or back order. And for right now, at least, that's the way you gotta get one. And that's what we did. We probably waited a few months. It did arrive though. So which one did we get? It's a Beamer E30 in blue, and it is brushless. So we've got like a brochure, antenna tube, bumper, some tools, some body mounts, instructions for the servo and gyro, the chassis manual, some decals, and these are the instructions for the body and some decals for the body, because there's gonna be some work to finish that off. Now here's the body, all painted up. It's a wide body. The headlights are clear. The taillights do have decals over them. And this black trim and the door handles and the front and rear bumper, that's all black paint. The trim going around the window though, that is a decal. There's another one going over the front window with some little vents here at the bottom. Okay, here's the front grille for the body, side mirrors, wipers, our rear spoiler, all the fastening hardware, double-sided tape, and then our rear lights and our front headlights that we need to cut out and attach in there, probably with the double-sided tape. So it's the same style transmitter as the 2.0, and there's this little instruction piece attached to the wheel telling you the procedure to start the car and initiate the gyro, and then how to adjust it with some QR codes that'll take you to MST videos. MST turns the cars on and tests them before they shipped out. So every car should be configured correctly and has been tested to work. So sometimes there's little scuff marks on the tires because of that. So it was shipped with the front tires not installed. The 2.5, of course, is updated over the 2.0, which was a pretty good car. We did a drift series on it and made it even better, doing a lot of the upgrades that the 2.5 now comes standard. I've got the front tires on, it's really easy. You just need a 5.5 nut driver, and then to get this thing running, we need to put the front bumper on, finish the body, and then the last thing is to mount the body on the car. There's no body mount holes, but there are little nipples here on the hood and trunk where the body mounts would pop through, but I think the pro move would be to get a set of magnetic body mounts and put that on so it's nice and clean. Here is our 2.0, and this body, isn't that wild? Anyways, underneath the body is the 2.0 ready to run. So this thing does have a few upgrades on it over the box stock 2.0, but just looking at both cars, they are pretty dang similar. The 2.5 here on the right does have an upgraded chassis. The motor is in the low position, although you can raise that up just like the 2.0. The 2.0 also comes with the ESC, which is back here. It comes out of the box with that down underneath the motor, or maybe right in here, and we relocated it buying this plate optionally and then moving that ESC. Both cars come with solid links for your camber and then the steering links, and then the same in the back. We added the optional turnbuckles so they're adjustable, but other than that, there's a lot of similarities between the two cars. It's really nice to see though that on the 2.5 they moved this ESC to the rear position. That is going to help with performance a lot. Front end looks similar, same shocks. The front rails going down the center looks similar. The 2.0, the battery box comes in the wide position for a stick pack. We changed it to make it for a shorty. The 2.5 comes with the battery box in the shorty configuration, which is really nice, so you don't have to change that. Oh, and the servo position has been moved too, so they've moved the servo back. That was an option on the 2.0, but you can see the servo is moved a little bit forward and it's oriented to the front. So on the 2.5, they put it sideways and then added the longer link because you would have to buy a separate longer link optionally. So that's really cool. The 2.5 looks like it's got most of the upgrades that people were doing to the 2.0, and it just comes that way right out of the box. And it's the same price as the 2.0. Body's done, but I want to add some trim tape. Body turned out pretty dang good. So we just used ProTech gray double-sided tape for the magnets on each side. These front mounts are pretty nice. They just mount right over the stock body mounts. And in the rear end, these aluminum posts just mount back here where the stock post is, and then there's 6 millimeters of spacing underneath that magnet. And there you have it. Wow, that's really sensitive. I'm gonna turn it down. So we're gonna go over to our drift track here in a minute, but let's try it on some low slung carpet first. That works pretty good on the carpet. It's a little bit more challenging on this slick surface. Those tires worked a little bit better on that carpet. I'm gonna try adjusting the gyro a little. I turned it down earlier. Let me turn it back up a tad. The RMX 2.5 is a pretty dialed, ready to run drift car. We made the mistake of turning down the gyro before we had driven it. That was kind of dumb. Turning up the gyro definitely did help quite a bit. We should have just driven it first before we started making the adjustments. But on the surfaces we did try it on the carpet and then the concrete. And the concrete on the track, the car worked pretty dang well, especially after turning the gyro back up. That's not to say there isn't room for improvement, because there always is, to dial the car into your particular track or surface. And trying different tires would certainly make a big difference, but we did all of this with the stock tires, with the stock setup, right out of the box. The only things we modified was the body, and the body looks phenomenal. The 2.5 is a wonderful car, including a lot of the upgrades that was taking place with the 2.0, but you get all of that right out of the box now. And the 2.5 is the same price as the older 2.0. They didn't raise the price, which is pretty cool and kind of rare in RC for an upgraded car. And the 2.5 is available in so many different body options. There's gotta be a body out there for everyone. This Beamer E30 certainly looks phenomenal. The trim tape really helps it pop, and everyone who has seen it around here has really liked it. The one thing that would be cool to change and add is to take maybe a silver paint pen or something and fill in these little rivet spots with the wide body kit. That would help it pop. Overall, the 2.5 is a really awesome drift car for the money, and it's easy to see why they're so popular, and people just buy these things up left and right, and they're hard to keep in stock. Really great car, definitely recommended. Guys, I'm Brett from AMain Hobbies. Go check out the RMX 2.5 with our links down below, and if you want more RC videos, well, check these out.